We still got the Wardy cam on because I still have to do this many Rifkins. 7 more. Now I've got glittery fingers as well. It truly feels like Christmas. Trap in the top right, Kua in the bottom left, some TvP here. Obviously, Kua looked very good in his first matchup today. And looking to see if he can keep that up going forwards. As Wardy tries to pick up 7 things at the same time off the floor. Nope, and he drops 1. Oh, and he's dropped 2. Oh, dear. This really is like real-life marbles. 5, 6, 7. Okay. Whew. TvP is in an interesting place right now, I feel. I feel like it's a matchup that has seen a few cool different openings now with the Widowmine openings. Did you see that command center dropping down in the natural? Meanwhile, Cybernex core on the way up. And command center getting going too. This is quite nice though by Kua. He actually has a CC down not long after the Nexus. So this was gate after Nexus after Cybercore, right? Which means there's some potential more aggression here. This SCV chases for the reason that he wants to know where that probe is, so the Reaper can hunt it down to make sure nothing aggressive comes out of this. So while it kind of looks a little bit silly, like this SCV isn't turning back around or whatever, it does kind of make sense, as we do have that SCV moving back towards the natural. Q versus Su, no game. Unfortunately, Su couldn't play today. So unfortunately, Su not being able to play today means that we've had to just replace him, only we haven't found a replacement. And then Bunny couldn't play today, and that one was more on our part. There was some miscommunication with the players. And so we're also trying to replace Bunny. We're literally trying to replace 1 of 2 players, but we just can't find any replacement at all right now. So we're literally trying whatever we can. If anyone knows a player that can play on the Korean server, then please get them to contact me, because I am happy to literally take anyone that can put up a relatively decent fight against Koreans. Like, they don't have to be, you know, they don't have to be innovation or whatever. But if they can put up a decent fight against some of the Koreans, that's all we're looking for. That is all we are looking for. We just want to cast some StarCraft for you guys. And right now we're heading towards a very quick end of the day. Top is free. I don't know, is he? Is he streaming? If he's streaming, he might want to play. Like, honestly, like, if you guys see someone streaming, like one of the Korean players, this is what I mean. Like, if you guys see one of the Koreans streaming or something, you want to ask them, please feel free. Like, because we are literally looking for anybody right now to just actually get 6 best of 3s on this screen. So, yeah, fingers somewhat crossed that we just find someone. Otherwise, 3 best of 3s is going to kind of suck. Anyways, we do see a couple of Adepts here helping to deal with, again, a double Reaper opening from Kua. A little bit interesting. A little bit of pressure here in general. I mean, when you go Cybernetics core first, like before Nexus, you're generally going to play aggressive. And that is, you know, being followed up with that ideas being kind of kept right now as we see the Immortal coming across the map. And so we're going to be seeing a little bit of an Immortal push here in the next few moments. So with this Immortal here, Warp Prism on the way, well, there isn't really much immediately ready to defend for Kua. Like, he's got some Marines, he's got a Cyclone. Nothing really. It's okay, but especially with a Warp Prism and some Micro coming in, a lot of potential for damage here. These Adepts do shade. SCVs immediately pull forwards. The lock-on is onto an Adept. Adept will go down, but 4 SCVs already lost. I mean, behind this is not an all-in or anything. It's just a little bit of a pressure play, which means that behind this, I mean, probes are still being made. A Robobay is coming up, and so Kua is just taking damage and falling behind. While Trap will obviously be relatively happy with this position at the moment. Coming up here right now, Trap is continuing to fight, and again, you just see him doing more and more damage, and Kua, again, just did not have a bunker, just did not have a defense in position at the right time, and so this is all continuing to fall apart. That Immortal is so low, but with the Prism, not only do you have the micro potential, you also have the extra Warpins. Finally, the bunker finishes up, but can you even keep the bunker alive right now? I'm not sure, as Kua is in a lot of trouble. Immortal is dancing around, drops up, drops down, goes side to side. Another Marine and another couple of Marauders are going to be in some trouble too. Some extra Stalkers warping in now, and that's just going to be straight up a GG. Trap just dismantles Kua in game number 1. Thank you so much, dude. I'm going to get you a marble on the tree in literally just a moment. Being a legend as always. Thank you so much. I've just got to finish threading these last few for the Omen. whack his name on one. There's a couple more to Fred. Then I'm going to get you a your very own decoration on the tree. The start of something beautiful, as we have in every December. Alright. There must be one of these without a Rifkin on. There, that's one. Maynard takes over a Limo League broadcast. Well, I mean, Maynard was casting because Rifkin was still flying back from Home Story Cup. And then I'm here today because me and Rifkin made a... We had like a mutually beneficial deal, which benefits me and it benefits him. And so for the first day of this tournament, I will be casting on Base Trade. But this is my tournament with TvP. And Rifkin is very happy for me to tell you that. This is not powered by Base Trade TV or anything. This is just a very simply, me and Rifkin had a mutually beneficial deal. It made sense for both of us, so boom, we're doing it. And I'm casting here. Rifkin and Wardy are friends with benefits. Yes, I mean, you know what? Yeah. At Home Story Cup, me and Rifkin had a talk. You know, when you guys know how it goes. You have this guy you stream with now and again. You know, he likes to rat-a-tat your tata, and you like to mom it's not a phase him, and you know, you guys have your things, like you try and flirt with him a little bit, you make him your emote, and then you know, pretend he's your Pokemon, and you know, there's some like little role-playing bits and pieces that go on there. You know, you do all of this for a guy, and you get kind of close. I mean, then you go to Germany together. I mean, that's the point where you know something's gonna happen, right? Like, you know, it's almost an inevitability, right? Like, there's that stage where you're just like, oh, well, can we keep this up? And you know, then we became friends with benefits. Make him my Pokemon? Yeah, have you not seen the Rifkin Rattata, the Rifkata? There you go, I just posted in the chat. I'm Base Trade TV today, by the way. Krefeld, the City of Love, who would have known? What am I talking about? I'm talking about me and Rifkin. Me and Rifkin, we had a secret hookup in Germany, but don't tell Rifkin, okay? He wants to keep it quiet, so don't tell him that I told you. This is like a Wardy solo casting on Base Trade TV special little infomercial feed. Yeah? See, when Wardy comes to Base Trade TV, you get all the stories, you get all the informations. You know? Chop up 1-0 in this best of 3, as we do see him coming across. And again, just early pressure. And going into a Stalker behind this, another Adept is coming. Paul Alexander actually has this fairly, what feels like a very short rush distance compared to what you would expect the map to feel like, I think. So a fairly short rush distance here, as we do see a couple extra gates coming up. He just went into a Robo. We'll see what he uses it for. Obviously, last game he had that. Last game he had that Immortal coming out very quickly, which allowed him to put on so much pressure. So we'll see if that's going to be keeping up. It's so secret. Rifkin doesn't even know about this secret romance. He does. He just really keeps it a secret. And you'd be really upset with me if I told you guys. But you know, I'm a man of the people. I'm a man of the stream. So I do what needs to be done. You know? These Adepts both go down. I mean, obviously somewhat inevitable, but still got some good SCV damage done. I don't think you can be unhappy as Trap to lose those Adepts when they've picked off this many SCVs, because they not just picked off 3 SCVs there, but they picked off 3 SCVs a bunch earlier on as well. Alright guys, I got the Papa Mitch marble here. The giant marble. With a Rifkin on it. Again, one-day deal. You can get your own decoration on the tree, and it can be accompanied by a Rift Blush. Again, you will not find this deal on any other stream on Twitch. It's crazy. So make the most of it while you can, as Trap is poking away at these Marines, and they are dropping like flies. Those Marines taking quite a lot of damage as one Stalker goes down, the other Stalker being chased away. As we do have the Reaper just hidden in this corner, going to get taken down as well, so that gets hunted. As I'll still see those Marines and the Marauder just gathering up and again seeing where they can go. Stalker's in a little bit of trouble, pokes onto one of those Marines right away. Again, there's been this little bit of back and forth. These Stalkers are just so annoying though. Kyo's been losing a lot of units in the process here along the way, so it's been a little bit of a frustration for him, but he's getting back on track. And you've seen the Stalkers again, just able to pick up into that Prism. Stim coming in obviously makes these units a little bit more scary. But again, for the moment, Kyo making this work out for himself. As we are going to be seeing them. Ooh, picks off that Stalker right there. Prism is still alive though and is here as we see these units are going to stem in. So he is really determined to make something happen right now, but I don't really think you can. I mean, I don't blame him. The first Colossus wasn't quite out yet, but at this point the Colossus does come out, and at this point I think you do just have to back away. These units are heavily stimmed, so Stalkers can pick them up very easily, and I don't think another stim is really going to help you that much, as see the Colossus jumps into the Warp Prism, and oh, the Warp Prism goes down. Now the Colossus is next to the rest of these units, but there's not enough there, and so Kira just continues to lose unit after unit after unit. A few more units just coming back over to the left-hand side and getting ready to go once again. Just gathering themselves up so that they can, again, just get ready to keep on getting ready for this kind of large army, getting ready to go for the larger attack. I mean, with a couple of Colossus come up, you get that armor upgrade Blink as well to help protect the Colossus. It starts to become a pretty big deal, as we have got no intentions of a third base either. Too early in the game, but obviously as you move on, you'll take a third base behind this attack. But again, just early in the game, you don't really want to kind of commit too much and, you know, do too much of everything. So when you go for fast Colossus, usually the third base does come down much later than if you were going for like a gateway heavy style. So, yeah, looking good. Red hair, looking at the cell phone while casting. Jesus, bro. I'm actually not looking at myself. I'm actually cutting out rift blushes. So I'm actually doing some parts of what's coming out for the stream. So, you know, it's not even red hair. It's actually tinsel. Bonkers. So if you want to hate, feel free to hate, but you're hating in all of the wrong ways. Ay, ay, ay. What would even the issue be if I had red hair? Is that like a big deal? Is that just not allowed? How do you know my monitor's not down there? Ay, ay, ay. Bio drops in, so it turns into a bit of a base trade. I mean, Trap Kira kind of knew about this, so he already pulled into his main base. He's got a couple of Vikings on the way. I'm just not sure how much these bio units across the map can do. Extra Stalkers warping in now. They're doing pretty well for the moment, but they will start to thin out. Blinking there to kind of get back. Extra probes being pulled in. I mean, kill as many probes as you like. The reality is you're going to lose SCVs in this main base. Widowmine goes off, and, well, a little bit of damage so far. Obviously, just staying a little bit back here, Trap. One Viking gets out. Here come the SCVs pushing in. Force fields will, of course, try and stop this bio army from really being able to get on top of the Protoss player. Across the map, these bio units are still doing well enough, and Kira's going to make it work. Trap taps out of the game, what I would say a little bit sooner than expected. Montian, the $50. Montian is about to get a whole bunch of extra rift blushes onto the tree, just as I thought we were done. It's a good thing I started cutting out more. Guys, it's 1-1 in this best of 3 to the bottom left-hand side. Kira is our blue Terran player, and he is going up against the red Protoss on the top right-hand side. Trap. Alright. Alright. Guys, I'm just going to throw it onto the Naruto observing just while I get these last couple up, and then I'm going to start going back to cutting out. Get some love in the chat for Montian. That means we're going to have 32 rift blushes on the tree. That's not bad. That is not a bad amount of rift blushes, let me tell you that. You know, I thought we'd get like 10 or so up there today. We are currently on 32. Well, we will be. We're currently on 22. This is number 21 and 22 going on right now. Boom, 21. And boom, 22. And now we cut out 10 more rift blushes. We got a tree. We got a 50. Aye, aye, aye. Is that tree 50 in the chat, guys? Alright, I'm going to count some more rift blushes while we watch this early game. I'm kind of surprised Kyo was able to literally win this game because he had like 2 medevacs of units across the map. I mean, I just really thought that with the Stalkers there and the probes pulling in that... I know the Stalkers don't do great against Bio, but I felt like with 6 Stalkers and a Zealot or so, the probes to tank a bit, I kind of felt like you would have enough to make that work. But obviously not the case. He was missing attack upgrades, I believe, because he opened Colossus. As you do get this going. Bombit in the chat asks, well, base trade, but I'm base trade today. Hi. Will Innovation play here? Yes, Innovation will be playing in this tournament. It's not actually... Well, here's your official announcement. Innovation is playing! It's not actually officially announced yet. He is one of the players we're still waiting on confirmations from. Innovation will probably play next week, Saturday or Sunday. Again, all of the future action on this tournament will take place on my channel, that is WardiTV. Or twitch.tv/Wardy. You guys should know where to find me. And you guys can watch there for the future matches after today. Today is just a one-time deal. It's a good little chance for us to promote as well. Obviously be like, hey, come and check us out over on the other channel and so on and so forth. Cut the rift blushes. Da, 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 da. This is actually the best idea I ever had, I think. Thank you so much, Montian, for that $50. Give me some love in the chat. What a legend. 2 Reapers. Again, Q really likes these 2 Reaper openings. He did them a little bit earlier on, and, well, here we go with them again. Obviously, they're going to get picked off pretty much now, but he does confirm the scouting on the Stargate, and he sees a Phoenix being built. So it's not just the Stargate confirmation, it's the confirmation of what exactly is coming out of the Stargate. You know, there is a little bit of a difference in how you might want to play against a double Oracle versus, you know, just Phoenix right off the bat sort of stuff. And this was just Phoenix right from the get-go, no Oracle at all. Which means that, you know, you don't necessarily need a missile turret as quickly, although you'll probably want one eventually anyways. It just maybe kind of changes what you build off of the factory as well. Now, it looks as though for now we're going to keep going with Cyclones, but in general, Cyclones can definitely turn out to be a little bit weaker against those Phoenix, just because they can lift up and cancel those lock-ons. Adepts going forwards and a couple SCVs getting picked off. Cyclone will be lifted, and a couple more SCVs continue to drop down. That's a third SCV killed just there a moment ago. Well, these couple of Adepts are getting a lot done, man. This early game Protoss pressure seems to be, it's so crazy, right? I mean, you change the Cyclone, which has been pretty critical in early game TvP, but it's really amazing to see just how much of an effect change the Cyclone has had, because it really is bringing so many openings into play for Protoss players, and it's kind of, I don't think they're impossible to hold. I just think the Terrans need some time to figure out how they're going to hold it, and, you know, what they need to change to be able to hold this as well, obviously. So that's kind of the situation we're in here in TvP at the moment. Alright. I'm getting some more decorations out. We need 10 decorations for Montian's effort. Ugh. I just have glitter and Christmas tree all over my floor. Oh! Oh! Look at that. Oh my god. That's like... all the marbles are like interconnected. And yes, we can just call them marbles now. Alright. We're still on Naruto's observing? We're not. We should be, though. There we go. Who is Trap 12? That would be Trap. A very good Korean Protoss player from Jin Air. Same team as SOS and Maru. Very good player. One of the best in the world, basically. I mean, maybe doesn't have the best results out of all the Korean players, but he's consistently at the highest level. So, yeah, he is consistently up at the highest level. And, putting out some great games for us. Really good to have him in this tournament. He's one of the contacts, or one of the players TvP brought into the tournament. I just do not have contact with Trap, so it was really great to get him on board, because I've not been able to get him to play in my tournaments before, so really excited to have him here. He's actually one of my favorite players. I've been watching him play for a long time, and I really hope he gets some really good results going into 2019. He's really fun to watch. He was really fun to meet at Home Story Cup, actually. He was there just last weekend in Krefeld, Germany, alongside myself, Rifkin, and a bunch of other awesome StarCraft nerds. And, yeah, he was a really fun person to meet, to say hi to. Really, really love him. So, awesome guy. As all the bio upgrades come up here, we do see also +1 and Resonating Glaives. These Adepts are going to continue to be aggressive. Now, you do see a push coming across the map. This is obviously very Adept focused. So, a lot of Adepts here as Trap gets ready to go. Kyo's just trying to get set to hold on to a third base, but that might not quite happen here, basically. It's going to be tough. Honestly, there's a good amount of bio. This is going to hit in just before combat shields, maybe? I mean, that kind of is a big kind of deal breaker here, having the upgrades on the bio units. A couple of medevacs show up, and that actually does a lot. The initial Adept Shade does not go down. The force field, well, there's only one, so it doesn't do too much. Okay, you kill a Cyclone, but I feel like right now the bigger thing is buying time, because the more time bought here, the better this is going to turn out to be for Kua, because he is going to have stim now. He has got combat shields. He doesn't have +1 yet, but that's not far away. And these Adepts, well, they're committed. They're either in a corner or they're shading on top. So here we go. They shade on top. I kind of feel like these Adepts are just going to die very quickly, though, and they are just getting massacred. Trap Well, he got himself kind of stuck in a corner there. Cyclone locks on. I mean, 11 SCVs have gone down, so it's still decent economic damage, but you need to make sure you have the units to hold on against a counterattack, and I'm not sure if that's going to be the case for Trap, and he doesn't seem to think so either. Cure goes 2-1, and that will be 2